Hello, my name is Gabriela Orza. I'm here today to start introducing you to an oil painting technique. We have here a sample that I made in 2025. Is roses in a wilderness. And then I start first on putting my colors on my palette, and usually you start with the light colors and go with the darker. And today I'm going to do the drawing with the brush. You can use for sketch any color you like. I'm going to start with the light brown, and I'm going to start sketching all these roses first before I start doing the painting. I'm going to just when we start painting, usually we need to find the right location for each flower and also the right size. As you see in my composition here, we have in the top lighter, smaller flowers, and in the bottom, always when it's the area where this flower seems to be closest to the viewer, there are much bigger size. The easier way to just do the right size and the right number of flowers, you can kind of start counting. Well, we have a group of 3 here, we have another group of 3 here, and we have 4, right? So I'm just going with that principle on just each side of the canvas. I will use a little bit of pink for the drawing just because the flowers are having some lines with the pink color. As you see, you can come over with another layer or another color. I like to have my paintings with and paint with different layers. So I think it's very important to be very relaxed and to let your feelings and let just the paint flow and just enjoy painting. I believe that more relaxed you are is better because it just gives you a chance to put your feelings into your painting. Like when you relax, I think it's going better because you're not scared, and it always works out for me better when I really don't care much about being very high performance. That's when I have the best time, and that can reflect into your painting. I'm trying to, in my paintings, when I usually I paint, I like to suggest my feelings through the colors. And also a lot of my paintings have very bright colors and a lot of contrast. So I like to contrast the very light, like bright pink, light white and yellows with, as you see here, with the darker color, and it creates a very nice contrast. So we're almost done with the flowers. We only need to do this little rose here in a corner. And I can start doing the leaves with the green color. That will kind of give us the idea where where the leaves are. As you see, most of my colors are blended, and I have my own custom paint. I like to mix colors. Most of the colors are mixed with the very light colors. So I'm gonna do the leaves. You can use different shades of green, as you see in my composition here. We have lighter and darker shading. Usually darker shading, you just use dark colors to create a darker shading, right? I'm trying to just place the leaves in our composition so I know where they are. And after we draw the leaves, we come back with more detail and more color. Like right now we just do the drawing. Also, today I'm doing the drawing with my brush, but a lot of my students always ask me in my classes what I use for my drawing. You can use anything you feel comfortable with. You can use pencil, crayons, brush, any color you like. So in time, probably, if you gonna stick with the painting and become an artist, you're gonna be able to develop and have your own technique and your own way of doing things, and the depend of what you want to do and what kind of type of art you want to do. So you're gonna develop your own technique in your drawing or painting. So I always advise my students to take the opportunity and learn new things. It's always good to learn new things and experience new techniques and maybe new artists or new art classes, and just enjoy painting and just go with the flow and with whatever your heart and soul feels like. Thank you for watching me, and I see you soon.
Who can you turn to for news you can trust? Your local TV and radio broadcasters. You trust us to keep you safe during times of crisis and to deliver the weather, sports, and entertainment you rely on every day. We bring you the facts you need to make decisions that matter. And as misinformation floods social media, you can trust your local stations to deliver the truth. Text TV to 52886 and tell Congress you rely on your local stations for trusted news.
Hello, everyone. We're going to continue doing this painting with these white roses. I recommend that if you ever paint white roses, start with the lighter colors. We're going to put the white. Also, it's very important when we paint that we are sure that we cover the canvas. Um, if any one of you wants to take any of my classes, you are welcome. I offer classes in Oxford at the Parks and Recreation building. My classes are for adults, seniors, but also we offer programs and our classes for children. And in the summer, we offer summer art camps for children. From like 7 years old to 12, 13 years old. You're welcome to check out our programs online. You can register online. You can also contact me and find me on Facebook or Instagram at Gabriela Orza. I will be glad to hear from you, and I will give you more information on how to sign up or any of my events. I also teach our classes in different other locations in Michigan. So check out my Facebook for all the events that I'm offering. So as you see, I'm trying to fill in now all the areas where mostly I have the top of the roses are with white color. And now I'm gonna start with the pink. You can make lighter shading, mixing with the lighter colors. Talking about art classes, I also offer private art classes or art events. Like you can pick up one of my paintings as a sample, and you can have a birthday party, or why not like a woman's party or children birthday party, picking up like one of my art samples, and I teach children or adults step by step of what they need to do to accomplish and to finish their artwork in the probably a session of, my session are between an hour and a half and 3 hours for adults, and for children the duration is shorter. The class will go from 45 minutes up to an hour. But also when talking about my art camps for children, they are usually take 3 hours length, and we start early in the morning at 9 o'clock, and we get a lunch break, and then we go back and do another hour and a half of work. All my art camps are based, they have a sample, they have supplies where they can use their imagination to create their own things. The first thing that we do is a theme that they're gonna choose. They have option to choose different designs for their session. So I hope that I see some of you and some of your families on our programs here in Oxford soon. And let's go to our painting here. Right now I'm gonna try to come up with, put all these contrast, cold colors of blue. As you see, these create a lot of very nice complementary contrast with the roses. I need more white. As you see, the white is the main color that I use. Actually, white is not color, is a neutral color. Black and white, they are called neutral color. And then I need a lot of blue. So today I'm not gonna have time to explain you in detail all the steps, but you can attend to my classes and you're gonna learn more about how to create your own composition, do your own drawings, how to make your own shading and mix the colors, and a lot of theory about composition. And also I offer different subjects in my art classes, from landscapes, drawings. We start with the drawing and then we do different subjects like landscape, flowers, birds, insects. We can do human. I offer also classes that are made after famous artists, masters like, I see people really liking these classes recently, like painting like Monet or Van Gogh. I'm gonna start introducing new classes soon, hopefully soon, working on that. Trying to offer more watercolor and maybe introduce new artists like in my master classes. So you can sign up for acrylic or oil paint classes. Thank you, and I will see you soon.
In today's digital world, it's hard to know who to trust. Your local TV and radio stations bring you the facts. Misinformation and deep fakes flood social media, but broadcasters deliver verified and accurate news. For news, emergency updates, sports, and entertainment, turn to your local stations. Text TV to 52886 and urge Congress to support the vital local journalism broadcasters provide.
Hi everyone, welcome back. I thought about talking a little bit about my painting style. Especially this painting is more like a impressionist style. As you see, impressionist style is describing or trying to suggest through colors the feelings. So as you see in my painting here, that's the sample, and this one is the final stage. It has a lot of contrast, and I use pink for shading. The roses are actually white, but in this painting, I use the red and orange and yellow for the shading. And in a shadow, we have dark pink and orange, and in a light, as you see here, I have yellow and bright white or very light pink. And so right now, I'm gonna add some more contrast with this dark red or dark pink. And try to define the roses and the petals and do more shading. As you see, and I already explained that a lot of my paintings are made in like time, and I like having different layers of paint. I also like having the shape really full and just simple, and not having too many fragmented, like if you see this flower, I really like to suggest the whole thing and not having too much contrast into inside the same like flower surface or petals. I try to have all the colors very close to each other, and different shading from very light to dark, and just add different shading. I also draw with this light or bright pink the petals, and you see the inside is very dark, and then I go with the lighter shading in the top of the roses. This very light pink is just giving a different shading and to my roses and to the petals. So as you see, I paint and I add some other shading between the light and the darker color. And I create the flower and the volume of the flower and the texture through different layers of paint. I'm gonna add some yellow on an area where I have more light. Also need some more white, a lot of white in this painting. So the Impressionist style is that the type of painting where artists try to suggest through colors their feelings towards the subject they paint, or just to suggest the light, depending on what, if they are doing a plein air painting or landscape, they are looking at the same landscape, how a different time of the day and how this light change on the subject, depend of what they paint. It can be a still life that you place some objects outside and paint after them, or it can be a landscape, or it can be a human figure walking on the hills. I remember about Monet painting his wife Camille walking on a hill with the umbrella. And he actually Monet has different paintings that have the same subject, his wife walking on these hills with the umbrella, but it's just as a different time of the day, and you can see the difference between the colors in each composition. Thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you enjoy this short session, and I hope to see some of you to my art events.